Hi, what's up? How's it going? Today's video we are going to be designing a flyer for church. So without further ado, let's step into it. So right now what we needed to do is to go ahead to change the page to A5, which is this. After that is done, so what we needed to do is to bring in go ahead to rectangle, double click on that, automatically snap into the page. So let's set the outline to black, and so this is the images that we are going to play around with. This is it. So right now what we needed to do is to go ahead and have this bigger. Actually this images is going to be put in the description below for you to make use of. So let's go ahead. So right now let's make a copy, center it all up with the previous one, then let's go over to select the top one, then go ahead and look for transparency to click on that, then go over, change the merge mode to soft light, or let's use a screen. No, it's not nice. Let's use a soft light. Good, nice one. So right now what we're going to be doing is to convert to bitmap, hit OK. Wait a while for that to be done. So let's save this as first. Let's save this has to be pushed to, because I have other one that was named pushed. So let's wait a while for that to save. So what we're going to be doing now is to go ahead and sample the darkest color out of this image, sample it, then go over and select the background, apply that black color. There you have it. So right now what we're going to be doing is to blend the down part of this image just like so. Wait a while for that to take effect. Good, nice one. So what we're going to be doing now is convert to bitmap. Then let's go ahead and Powerclip that into place. Go ahead to object, locate Powerclip, then hit on place inside our frame. Automatically an indication of an arrow shows up asking you where you want to Powerclip into. So let's select the background, automatically snapped in. So hold your hotkey down and select the so hold your hotkey down, select the image and position it right, just like so. Make it bigger. So we are making use of this, just like so. Drop that down a little bit. So after that is done, so let's bring in this guy. So what we are going to do with this is to make a duplicate of the image, then you go over and center it all up with the previous one. Let's select the other one, center it all up. Then after that is done, so let's go over to select transparency tool, then you go over and change the merge mode to screen, or better still, let's use a soft light. That's nice, good. So what we're going to be doing now is to go ahead, select that, then shift key, select both of the image, shift key and alternative together. The two is selected, then you go ahead and convert to bitmap. Good, nice one. So right now what we're going to be doing is to make a duplicate of the background, then extract the content. So what we're going to be doing is to go ahead and go ahead and select the transparency tool, then change the merge mode to screen. Good. So let's go ahead and position this so well. I think we needed to just make it bigger, so let's just zoom down. bring this out. Then let's Powerclip this image. After that is Powerclip, hold out keys, select that, then adjust it to fit in, make it bigger a bit. So right now what we're going to be doing is to go ahead and extrude this. Then let's Powerclip this into the background. After with that is Powerclip, let's zoom up, hold out key, select the image, then let's make it wider. I think this is not actually nice. All we needed to do is to just, let's delete that. So we are going to create our own lens flare. So let's go ahead and create a red object just like so, with the help of what's it called, ellipse tool. So let's make that red, set the outline to none. Make a copy forward, let's make that yellow, then you make a copy forward, let's make that white. So let's convert this to bitmap. Good, convert the other to bitmap, likewise this. And let's go on and blur it all up with the help of what's it called, lens blur. Then you select Gaussian blur automatically. Let's switch to Y. The dialog pops up, and that's blended up just like so. Good, nice one. So let's go on to the next one. Let's do that to the next one. Go ahead to effects, locate blur, then hit on Gaussian blur. Automatically you have that applied. Likewise the white, go on blur, then hit on Gaussian blur. Automatically it affected that as well. So let's reduce the white a bit, then hold shift key, select the other one, center it all up, then reduce this a little bit, center it all up. Good. So what we're going to be doing is to duplicate, Control G, then you go ahead to select your transparency tool. Then let's make that screen. Select the change image mode to screen. So that is done. Select big tool. So let's make it wider. So what we are going to do right now is to Powerclip this into place. Let's Powerclip that. Powerclip, then hold out key, then position that on top of that, make a copy again. So what we're going to be doing is to just widen that all up, then send it backward. Hold control on your keyboard, then you send it back. Control page down, there you have it. Good. Let's reduce this a bit. Good. So let's bring in the whole of the text. So let's make that white. So let's do our arrangement on the text. The top part just like so. Ctrl X, then Ctrl V to paste. So let's take that up. It's actually going to be Hub. That's the name of the church. So let's go on and target the main aspect of this, what's it called, flyer. So let's cut this, press on dignified, press, cut that, then paste, Ctrl V. So let's go ahead and draw this down. So right now let's lay emphasis on this, because that's the main key of this whatever of this flyer. So let's go on and change this font to Antonio scripts, make the outline white. Then let's go ahead and make this Antonio script as well. That's the tag. That's good. So let's push this all up, bold that, make it wider a bit. Then let's go ahead and push all of this up. We are coming back to that. So right now what we're going to be doing is to just break this, then go ahead and have it broke up, Ctrl K. So what we're going to be doing now is to bold in this, bold, then widen it all up, then go ahead and have it, the tracking close together. So let's go ahead and apply effect to that with the help of interactive fill tool. So let's double click on the middle, then let's have that to be gray. So move this a bit closer, then go ahead and push it all up. So let's set the outline to white, and let's go ahead and break it right from 10. So actually they are going to spot that out by reading it all together on dignified. The purpose of breaking it like that, that's the rule. Just have to abide with. There are some rules that you need to break when it comes to graphics, so it's complicated to break it into pieces. Then let's have it just like so. Good, nice one. So let's zoom down. So what we're gonna be doing now is to push all of this up. Then let's go ahead and make this a bit wider. That's the emphasis you want to lay, so that's nice. So what we're going to be doing now is to make this our title case. Good. So let's drag that. So we are using this font, so make the press a bit wider, So what we're going to be doing now is to have this just like so. Good, nice one. So we actually gonna make this our normal font. Let's use our normal font for that. So go ahead to your shape tool, then widen it all up just like so. So what we needed to do right now is to have this a bit closer to the team just like so. So right now what we're going to be doing is to have this to be golden yellow, or let's use this color, orange. So let's go ahead and have the push to be a bit bolder. Set the outline to black, then let's go ahead and just hit on the F2, F8, dialog box pops up. Then let's make the outline 3, check on fill, scale with object, then hit OK. So let's drag this on top of the present. So let's make it the same font. This is nice. So let's go ahead and zoom up. So what we're going to be doing now is to reduce this a bit, then go ahead to your shape tool. Nice one. So make a copy downward, make that black, then set it behind, control page down on your keyboard. There you have it. Good. So what we're going to be doing is to move this closer to it. So let's zoom down. It's actually nice one. So right now what we're going to be doing is to just create an object on top of that. So let's create an object right there. So let's make that black, then let's blend that with the help of our transparency tool. Let's blend it downward. Good, nice one. Let's powerclip that into place. Powerclip, then hotkey, select the object and push it all out to position it well. Nice one. So let's zoom down, let's zoom up. So right now what we're going to be doing is to just make this left alignment, then let's go ahead and have that close up. So let's make it wider a bit, go ahead, give it space. Nice one. Good. Zoom down. So what we are going to do right now is to have all the messages here. then let's have it to be 11 points, and let's have the rest of this, cut that off, then position it right here. So let's go ahead and bold in the dates, brackets. Good. So let's go ahead and just cut the date, Ctrl X, then paste it right here, Ctrl V. Good. Let's go ahead and have this position right here. Go ahead and close the tracking just like so. Then let's widen it all up a bit. Go ahead, give it space a bit. Nice one. Good. So what we're going to be doing is to create a line that demarcates in between this theme. Then let's make that white. Go ahead and have the line broken up. So let's make it 2 points. Then you go ahead, click on that, it's okay. There you have that. Good. Nice one. So let's go ahead and just cut this. That is the featuring. Cut that off. Then let's have it Ctrl V. Then let's go ahead and position all of this down. Then let's have this to be up. So we're actually gonna really position. Let's reduce this guy right here, position that up. Then let's have the hand reduce a bit. Reduce the hand a bit, then position it a bit up. Let's zoom up. Good. So what we are going to do now is to just give this, pull it aside. Then let's have the rest of this to be, let's pull it all up aside just like so. Then let's have the dates position right here. Then the rest of the info has to be pulled up just like so. So what we're going to do is to just make this bold and orange. Good. So we're actually going to really even cut all this out. So let's represent, let's put a bullet to represent that. Good. Make a copy downward just like so. Good. So right now the pastors has to be shaken up. Hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces. So let's bold that. So move this closer to it. Likewise this, bold it, then move this closer to it. Then let's have this push up. Likewise this, bold it. Good, nice one. Powered by Yahweh Youth Fellowship, powered by. Good. So let's have that at the base. Then let's have this at the base as well. It's actually going to be orange. Then position this a bit closer to it. So right now what we're going to be doing, so this actually has to be somewhere here, and there should be a kind of demarcation in between them. So take this up. Good, nice one. So let's have this to be somewhere around here for demarcation. So what we're going to be doing now is to go ahead and give it, the right alignment. So let's reduce the line. This has to be 1 point. Then let's make a duplication. Click once again, then rotate, then let's stretch that. Good, nice one. Make a copy downward. So we just need to demarcate all this in accordance. So let's have this just like so. Stretch this out just like so. Nice one. So the next step right now is to bring in the what's it called, the guest, the featuring, whatever. So let's mirror this. So right now make a copy and center it all up with the previous one. Let's go ahead and have the top one. Select your transparency tool. Then the merge mode has to be soft light, so that we can see the uniqueness of the picture loud and clear. So let's convert to bitmap. Good. Let's go ahead to this one as well. Center it all up. Then let's go ahead and change the top one to soft light. Good. That brings out the picture. Then let's go ahead convert to bitmap. Good. So right now what we need to do is to backclip both. Backclip this at first. Backclip into the background like this. Backclip. Then let's go ahead and adjust that. Good. Reduce both. Good. Reduce it drastically. Good. So let's go ahead and create, line just like so. This has to be the darkest black. Set it as light to none. Then clip that into place. Set it behind. Put out key. Then position it right, just like so. I think we needed to delete this line, so that's nice. So what we're gonna be doing, and let's have this line a bit, squeeze up. Good, nice one. So go ahead and zoom up. We actually gonna have the logo somewhere around here. I think this is not actually nice, so let's give it left alignment for a proper alignment. Then let's have this reduce a bit. So actually I don't have the logo now, that will be replaced later on. So let's delete this. No, this has to be light a bit. Good, nice one. Good, nice one. So let's go ahead and make a copy of the background. Make a copy of the background just like so. So let's convert to bitmap. So all we needed to do right now is to go ahead and adjust it. Hit on tone curve. Then let's drag that aside. So what we're going to be doing is to just pull it down out there. Let's bring light to that. It's okay, nice one. So let's go ahead and clip that into place. Well, select your image, then position it right, make it bigger a bit. Good. set it behind, control page down to have the rest of the picture pop out. This is actually nice. Good. Excuse me, reduce this a bit. Then let's have it somewhere around here. Okay, so let's zoom out. So here we come to the end tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that others can benefit from what we have shared so far. As I always say in my channel, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.